Welcome to the Model Car Hobby Podcast with your host, Luka C. Now here he is, Luka C. Hey, hello everybody. Thank you for coming back to the next episode here. And I have got a great guest. I don't know why I didn't have him on a long time ago. Many of you who are regularly watching all the model car YouTube channels, you gotta know this dude. But I don't know if you know what he looks like because he doesn't really show his face a lot on his channel. But we have got Ted from Rattle Can Shenanigans. Thanks for coming on, Ted.
What is going on, my fellow Shenan-goons?
Oh, Shenan-goons. I forgot about that. Ooh. And also, yeah, most of you guys know him as Ajax, I'm sure, but yeah, I get all excited. I was ready to, I had a whole thing of what I was going to say, and I was going to introduce him with Ted Hynson, aka Ajax, or Rattle Can Shenanigans. But we all know I've been doing this for years, but I'm far from professional. So, long as we get the idea, but
we'll let it ride.
We'll let it ride. He'll forgive me this time. He's got other bones to pick with me, but we'll get to that later.
Indeed.
We're having fun. Man, Ted, thanks for coming on. This is going to be a lot of fun. I really, really enjoy your work, your channel, your personality, and all that stuff. You build really cool models. I like your stuff.
Thank you.
And well, everybody else seems to like you, so I might as well. What the heck? I don't know.
Getting the Luka C stamp of approval.
Oh, yeah. Whew. So we finally kind of real quick on one of the live streams during the 48-hour group build there a couple months ago. We kind of crossed paths. It's like, hey, nice to meet you, Ted, and all that. See ya. And that was the end of that.
Pretty much.
We didn't get to talk much, but I just finally just had to send him the message like, dude, man. So I'm pretty excited about this. Thanks for coming on. I've already said that. So anyways, let's just throw this in gear and get going and get some conversation happening. And this is a great opportunity. I don't know if you've ever covered this on your channel. So all your fans are watching, and maybe some people that don't even know who the heck you are, but they're going to become fans once they get to know you. I can almost guarantee it. Almost. I'm not going to give you 100%, but I don't like that. That could get all kinds of accusations and charges leveled against me. I can't have that. But I'm going to bring you up front. You understand these things, right? You did go through legal and get everything signed first, right?
I think we got it all.
I'm going to say that's a yes. I'm going to have a talk with BG about this. So, anyways, Ted, why don't you tell us a story of what the hell got you into wanting to build model cars, going on and on, however long you did it, stop, whatever, get back into it. But then you decide to become before I did, you started doing this YouTube stuff a long time ago. So let's hear your story. I'm going to bring you up. It's all you, brother. Fantastic.
Thanks for having me on. I certainly appreciate it. And as far as what brought me here, it's weird because it wasn't something that I had planned on doing or intended to do. I wasn't necessarily looking to grow a channel. It just kind of happened. And in fact, part of the reason why I refer to myself as Ajax up until pretty much this podcast here is because my channel was initially just my username, Ajax075, and my initial uploads were just me calling out my my handle online. It was one episode where I was carrying on about spray painting stuff, and I think I stumbled across or uttered the line about Rattle Can Shenanigans, and when I went back and I edited the video and heard that, I was like, you know what? It kind of rhymes and it's kind of catchy. Let's switch this up. Get something like model based so that people know that it's like not just some random dude, but somebody who's into the hobby. And so that's
Yeah,
where the name came from.
When I first heard your name, it was BG who brought it up on one of our early, I probably would think probably the first episode of the model car guys. And I never forgot the name. I was like, and of course, whenever we talk about you, I have your logo in my files. I see it all the time. And I do have to say, dude, that's a catchy name. That was a really good channel name.
Thanks.
I think it works.
Yeah. It hopefully it sticks with people.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Like with building and whatnot, I initially, the reason why I started building was because I found out that I was going to be a dad. And when I found out that I was going to be a dad, I realized that I needed a dad hobby. And I know, right? And
Yeah.
I thought back to my childhood, and my dad's hobby was building model cars. Me personally, I loved cars since I was a little kid. And I mean, when I say loved cars, I loved cars probably like a concerning amount. This is like, a little kid who cried watching Herbie the Love Bug when Herbie was about to jump off of the bridge. Spoiler alert, he didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was one of those things. Like I loved cars, all kinds. And my dad would build these model kits, and he initially would put them together, and I would inadvertently break them. And then over time, I started getting kits, and he would help me put kits together, which eventually led to me like building kits and him kind of watching along. And it was something that took off for me as a kid. But, then later on you get to high school, start in the workforce and whatnot. And a lot of that like kind of fell to the wayside. But like I said, I found out I was going to be a dad, realized I needed a dad hobby, and it was almost as if it was meant to be.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool, man. It's a really good story. That's a great reason to get into the hobby. So you didn't do it as a kid, huh? You were just
I mean, I did it as a kid, like, but I kind of transitioned into it because, like I said, it was something my dad was doing, and I think he basically reached a point where he got tired of me destroying whatever it was that he was building. And so it was like, okay, you know what? Let him do this thing. I'll just sit back and watch and make sure that all of my hard work doesn't go to waste yet again. So yeah, I would say by the time I was like in, 5th, 6th grade, I was the one who was building like the kits, and my dad would usually just kind of like watch from the sidelines and say like, you know what, good work. Or, like he would tell me like different things, make sure that you've laid, a bunch of newspaper down on the kitchen table. Your mom's going to go nuts if you spill paint. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Happened to me. Mom went
There you
nuts.
go.
Model was gone.
Yep.
Oh, the whole simple thing. You did it as a kid a little bit. It was more of a playtime thing. Because like with me, I wouldn't say that I built models as a kid. I did it occasionally, and it was usually actually science fiction stuff. It was like my love for science fiction is what made me want to build models. And I loved miniatures. And way back when I was probably like 2 or 3 years old, my grandfather had a huge train layout that I was just infatuated with. It was always to go in Grandpa's train room. And then probably like, in 1970, he disassembled it. And I was like 3 years old or something, 4 years old. So it's like a long distant memory, but I remember I loved that thing. And so I always had that in me, but it never crossed my mind at all until I was heavy into cars, and I just wanted to build a model of my car for some reason, just because I happened to be standing in a model kit section, and I got hooked. The first model car I built, man, told the story a million times, but so I kind of started. I started as an adult, but I was like, it was long before I became a dad. So I've never heard that reason for bringing someone into the hobby, because one, they found out they were going to become a dad, and two, because they remember back when their dad did it for them. That's really cool. Did you ever tell that story on your channel or let people know about that?
I don't think I actually told the story. I've written it up in the like the channel write up. I basically cover like I started this channel when I found out
Yeah,
I
but
was going to
nobody
be a dad
reads
and I
that.
needed a dad hobby. So
Nobody
yeah,
reads that. Nobody. That's reading. Are you kidding?
fair enough. Fair
No,
point.
that is really cool. I really find that that's a really cool story. That's cool that you told it. Glad you came into it because boy, you built some stuff that's pretty cool, pretty creative.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And so you got into the YouTube, like, geez, what? You've been 7, 8, 9 years ago?
Yeah, almost 9 years ago. What's like it's a little bit odd because I had the channel prior, so the channel is almost 20 years old at this point. And
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
so if you were to go all the way back, you'd see there's probably still like 2 or 3 like video game related race game videos that I've still got up there.
Oh, you did that, huh?
Yep. I was that guy. So yeah, those are probably still up there. But yeah, it was probably around, I want to say like around 2015 when I first started out. It was actually YouTube that kind of got me hyped up and really into the idea of number one, building, because
Yeah.
I got online and started like looking up scale model car videos and the like on YouTube and found a whole bunch of different builders. And I remember stumbling across Dr. Cranky and like this Dr. Cranky video where he had built a couple of, I believe there's 68 Chargers, the Rebel 68 Chargers,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he had done something that was like absolutely wild. It was like mind blowing to me because prior to seeing his work, I was used to seeing like maybe a two-tone paint job on a kit. You know, like somebody does like a black top on the like the black vinyl top or what have you. I hadn't thought that you were going to have that level of detail on a on a vehicle, and like just seeing it was mind blowing. And of course, once I saw Cranky's channel, I started seeing all the other guys, the old school guys like CT Speed Shop,
Oh, yeah.
Little Joe from Back Bay Customs, and it was Heath. The gentleman's name was Heath, and he was hosting a Chevy Truck Month build. And one of the kits that I had been gifted was the 65 Chevy Stepside pickup. And after having watched the introduction to it and seeing how like other people had just jumped in and decided to build along with it, I was like, I've got a channel and I'm building model cars and I'm watching this stuff and I love it. Let's get in. And so yeah, that was my first YouTube video.
Oh yeah, I actually went back and wanted to look at your first YouTube video, and then I was figuring since we were going to get together tonight, I wanted to check out some more of your stuff and older stuff, and I saw that, and that you said Heath, that sounded so familiar to me. I think I remember that name just popped, that rung a bell. So
yeah,
what was this? What was the channel?
That's the thing. It's like I remember Heath's name. I'm drawing a blank on his channel though. But yeah, he was one of the guys, probably one of the guys that I subscribed to the earliest. And like I said, when I found that video and I saw the group build, I was, I was like, I'm getting it. This is this is my on ramp.
Definitely. I mean, when I came into it, I was planning on, kind of getting talked into doing a YouTube channel about models from Andy at Andy's Hobby headquarters. And I was like, it was literally, I started my channel. I have a different channel. I had a channel for a long time. I didn't want to do it on that because that's kind of like my do everything channel and it just had my name on it. And I was like, okay, I started my channel and it just kind of sat there for 2 years. Didn't do anything with it, with the plans of doing model cars, but I just never was ready. But I was always looking and trying to find model car related YouTube videos or channels. And I really didn't see too many of them, but the ones that kept popping up at that time was Dr. Cranky and Chevy Cheeseburger. I homed in on those guys because at that time, those are the guys that had the biggest amount of subscribers too.
Gotcha.
And I saw the other guys too here and then, but I didn't I didn't have a lot of time back then. I was working a lot. I was still raising my daughter. I kind of, didn't really I just homed in on those guys. I didn't really check the whole landscape. It's like recently now that I've become good friends with so many YouTubers that are like BG. BG's probably my conduit to the old days. He was probably right on the same time as far as getting into watching all those guys. Him and I kind of started our channels around the same time, but he was getting into the community even before that. And I find out there was all these other people, and there's other things that those are the guys that kind of started what we have today and kind of laid the pavement for us, or the foundation for us. Got to give those guys respect,
no doubt.
Definitely got to give them respect. And there's quite a few of them that are still around, and I'm like, that's like having everybody come on the show as I can, I'm trying to get at everybody I can. It's like, think about it and reel everyone in, meeting all the different YouTubers. Man, what a bunch of great friends. What a fantastic community. And it also branches out. There's people that are our viewers who are just as important to us, starting to become great friends with viewers and stuff like that are just as important, just a big part of the community as us being on YouTube. I'm rambling on. I think I got to go sniff my nose and cry a little. I'm getting all emotional.
Oh gosh.
But,
but yeah, to kind of piggyback on that, that was probably one of the things that kind of anchored me when it came to making videos and creating content, was the fact that the YouTube community has been really, really solid. You've got a bunch of good guys, and you've got a community for the most part that it will self-police. I mean, because you always have the occasional bad apple, but on the whole, these guys, they're very friendly. They're very helpful. No one's trying to hoard trade secrets or trying to compete with one another. They all love the hobby, and they're all willing to share that love of the hobby with their audience and with fellow builders. And it's just a great place to be able to contribute. So, I mean, for anybody watching and who's kind of been on the fence, maybe has a YouTube channel, or has kids, builds and whatnot, and is thinking about whether or not they want to get in, or they're apprehensive, it's by all means, jump on in. These are good guys.
Yeah, definitely. If YouTube isn't your thing, some people just, I gotta say, you and who a newbie who comes on, your buddy Billy Strange. Holy cow, that guy I just love his videos. I don't know, this might sound weird, but he's like the YouTuber that's like butter, man. It's just smooth and it's so easy to listen to, and he gets through his video like that, and it's cool. Makes you want to build. And it doesn't mean nothing if YouTube, if you just kind of can't do it. I should probably quit, because I really suck. I can't communicate for nothing. If I didn't have my editing, no one would watch me, and my videos would be 2.5 hours long. But I ramble, and I say things and stop in the middle of the sentence. But if you just can't pull it off, dude, get into Instagram, get into a Facebook page, don't start a group, a page. Be a content creator. There's so much you can bring to this hobby, and a great example of how not just YouTubers, but the community as content creators are getting so big and joining up. The freaking USAC. Here we are. We're getting going on our 4th USAC, the Unified Scaled Automotive Content Creators, not YouTubers, creators, content creators. And I really, I've been putting that word out to people, and there's so many great people like you, Ted, and then Billy coming on, and I've been recently meeting some really cool people, and a lot of old friends now, and doing this USAC build and all these people jumping into it. It really shows what an awesome community we have, and anybody really, really can get into it. They could probably find their little niche or whatever. And if not, man, you just be a supporter of one of the channels and now we've got these discords starting to kick in. I'm starting to see more of these discords that are fun.
Mhm.
That it has nothing to do with nobody watching. Everybody just gets on. It's not recorded, and we just sit at our model benches and build models, and
Yeah.
do
Again,
things.
it goes back to that community and that sense of community.
Absolutely.
You've got good guys who enjoy their hobby and like being able to share it with folk, and ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and learn from one another. That's the cool thing. You can inspire one another. It's like, we
Definitely.
were talking earlier before we started recording, is this USAC build, how both you and I are so excited about what Kim picked. Yeah, we'll give a little shout out to Kim's custom garage there real quick. And because thank you, Kim. Thank you so much for that. I'm just so stoked about that Hemi dart.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of
fun. Much appreciated. Like I had said, I've had that kit in my stash for a few years, and when I first got it, I knew exactly how I wanted to put it together. It was one of those things where I was like, this is already like predetermined. Know exactly how it's going to go together.
Yeah.
Other stuff, other irons in the fire, but when the time comes, I know exactly what to do. There's not going to be any guesswork, any hemming and hawing going back and forth, which is honestly like a good thing, because I'll touch on it in here in a little bit. But yeah, having a clear-cut vision and knowing exactly where I want to go with this, like it was just a matter of time. And then as soon as Kim announced it, it was like, oh, it's on. It's on.
Yeah. You want to know what my struggle was through all this, though? I really had weight on my shoulders. That video that we put up, you have to be a part of the Unified Scale Model Car Content Creators. We have a very close-knit little Facebook group that we all communicate on there. That's another thing, getting on there. You see how, like, when somebody finds something out, we all help each other with any problems in YouTube or Instagram or whatever. Like, I got to start hitting up some Instagram guys. I got to learn how to use that thing. I can't get it figured out. I'm an idiot on that. I hadn't thought about. That's my perfect. There's Instagram guys on there. Anyways, but look at how it went. A lot of people are really, really excited about this one. I didn't realize how popular this one was going to be. But did you see all the posts on the group that I'm going to build this? I'm going to build. Everybody's posting pictures of real cars that they're going to kind of mimic or whatever.
I did.
Stuff.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
I think it's going to get wild, dude. I'm looking forward to see. Don't tell. Did you squeak of what you were going to do, or is it a hush hush right now?
No, I mean
I can wait.
It's not a secret, but it's one of those things where I mean I'll pretty much describe it on the 15th, but I figured I'd wait until then. So it's nice though being able to see all the excitement and anticipation on the on the Facebook page.
Yeah, it is so freaking cool. Just so you do these things and really good. If you haven't, if you guys haven't said, there is a link in the description, obviously, but look up Rattle Can Shenanigans and that's all you do. You just do YouTube. You don't have anything on the Facebooks or the X or the Instagrams or whatever.
I do have an Instagram, and I have neglected it. I really kind of got into Instagram around the time of the pandemic, and probably 2021, 2022, it kind of tapered off. But I would feature my stuff there because it was a lot easier just to take some snapshots of what I was working on than trying to set up a shoot. Not only that, but I also work in my garage, and my garage is ridiculously hot about 90% of the time. So like getting out there and shooting a video it takes effort, because I'll sweat through a shirt 10-15 minutes in. So I'm just like, nah.
Is that why we only see your hands?
That's pretty much it. Like, because you would see like an absolutely drenched, like bald head on screen, sitting there. Like, this guy's breaking a sweat trying to build a kit. What's his problem?
Hey, man, you don't know this kit. You ought to try it out. You'd break a sweat too, bro. Yeah. I had never seen what you looked like until we bumped in at the 48-hour build and stuff. And now I had a visual who it was when I'd hear you talk. It's like, man, you got a presence about you. It's like I think it would be really cool for you to be able to turn the. I can understand why now. So maybe in the cooler months, maybe you turn the camera on, you talk to the audience like you're doing right now. You're really good on this.
Oh, well, thank you.
No, you should do more things like this and do conversation things with another YouTuber and stuff. I love collabing. Anytime I have more fun doing this than making my videos. And I just got done doing a rigorous shoot today. I'll tell you about it when we're off. Because it's a hush secret right now. By the time everybody will see it by the time this comes out, I guess. So I guess it doesn't matter. But it's something for Joel from Iceman Collections.
Oh.
And it was a whole lot of, I had a whole bunch of kits and a lot of putting bodies onto a chassis and doing the see how this works on that and how it looks on that. And
okay.
Wobbly wheels. And you know how it is when you're trying to mock up your model. Imagine having a camera and a lamp and a microphone. And you're reaching around things, you're trying to put the body, and the wheels are falling off. Oh man, the rigors of making a video. This is funner. I just like we're comfortable and we're just yakking about things.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it's just definitely. I think I know somebody too that you could work with.
Oh really?
I think I do. I might have even said something to said person, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
Okay.
I like planting seeds. And I just, I just love everybody getting together and working together. And everybody, that's the one thing, man. I've been seeing a lot more collab, and I like to see more people do collabing because that's a lot of fun, man.
No, for sure. For sure.
Definitely. I want to bring something up with you. So we can, kind of like really kick our friendship off, get a little, maybe some, I don't want to say bad blood, a little bit of a little sour. Nah, it's not that bad. I'm kidding around. But you were kind of hinting something to me a little earlier. You want to talk about it? You want to bring it up? We could do it right here in front of people. You want to?
Oh, here and now?
It's right, like that? Right freaking now. I'm ready for you. I can take it.
All right. You asked for this. Like, Luka, I first started watching your channel because you were building a model car, a 66 Malibu, the monogram 66 Malibu. And it really struck a chord with me because in my youth, I attempted to build that kit multiple times. I failed spectacularly, but I attempted to build it multiple times. So seeing that as your main subject was near and dear to my heart. And I remember following along, being a big fan of the progress you were making, really enjoying the research you were putting into it because you had like these pictures of these old cars for inspiration. It was great. And then it all disappeared. What happened?
Well, okay, I'll tell you the story. I'm going to give you the whole ding-a-ling on this. See, it all started back when my mother wouldn't buy me a rhinoceros. All the other kids had pets, and I hated the idea of having a cat. But so there's troubles. Now I have a really bad. Okay, I tell you, let's do this. Look up in the corner where your logo is over there.
Okay.
Those right there drive me out of my freaking mind.
Gotcha. Okay.
I get way too many of them. They're always coming at me, and I'll tell you, and it makes me
out of the blue.
Ah! And so we're having too much fun with technology. So I tend to, in the middle of a project, start to get bored and start to thinking about the other projects. Like it's kind of happening again to me with my Porsche. I was really into the Porsche, but now the freaking USAC thing and I'm really fighting now. I'm almost done with the Porsche. I will have it done because I don't want to say Porsche for a year. Chuck. And so, I can't let Chuck win. I mean, it's almost more of, I can't let Chuck win. that's kind of what happened. A lot of things changed in my life during the middle of that project. We moved into this house. I have different jobs, doing different things, different, and when I kind of ended, that was also around the time COVID hit, and COVID took me out for quite a few months. I got one of the early ones, so it was the bad one.
Okay.
Knocked me on my butt. I was in this room for like 2.5 months. Dark, didn't do nothing. And I don't know if anybody remembers this. If anybody that was watching me way back in those rooms, my voice was destroyed, and it took like months for it to heal and come back. And so I started getting back into my video making, but at that point, I really took a step in trying some different stuff and really going for it with the videos. And it just didn't fit in. I think I did one more video, but I just didn't. I thought I just would put it off the side for a little bit. And, and I got a little mad because I got a lot of people, though I think there was one person that got in contact with me that blamed me for him not being able to finish his because he's building along with me. And I super appreciate that. I guess I'm kind of a jerk. Everybody knows I'm a jerk. I'm not going to, butter this one up.
Open confession.
Lipstick on the pig there. That, among a bunch of other ones, it got me a little irked. So I took them all down, and I go, no, I'm going to put those back up. They're very popular. But I thought I'd put my little stupid thing at the beginning saying, everybody get off my back. You're a bunch of jerks type thing. No, I was a little nicer than that. But I explained the purpose of it. I don't think you guys understood what I was doing with this. And, and it just got thrown into the wayside, and I just got into other things. And got to admit, and I do have some hate mail and hate people out there don't like me, because I have done that several times. I don't know if you've noticed that I have started a lot of cars saying, I'm building it on the channel, and you see a couple of videos and it's gone forever. Yeah.
It's kind of an epidemic with a few folks. Oh, squirrel. Yeah, see, it never really leaves you.
Never leaves. Yeah. But go, you know what? Give me some more. I'm going to take a break from talking and make it my excuse. Give me some more. Come on.
Fair enough. What I was going to say was, it's for the best that you put it aside. And I say that because the videos that I was watching early on, it was a labor of love. It was something that you genuinely enjoyed. And that's what we're here for with this hobby, with these videos.
Can I ask you, you say genuinely enjoyed, but I got to ask you this. Do you think I was really enjoying myself when I was trying to glue with Tamiya Mark Fit? Do you think I was really enjoying myself? Come on, man.
The fact that you kept at it, and
I'm tenacious.
The running commentary as you were attempting again and again and again to get the pieces to stick together. That right there. Yeah, I was a fan just like that.
I just think that's going to be a better look. So let's get it glued on. So I'm just going to dab a little glue on here. Get it held on. This glue's kind of weird. It's very watery, and this is the first time using this Tamiya glue. It's very liquidy or watery, and it's not quite setting. I thought it would be an instant bond like super glue. I've used it before, I think. I just can't get this on. What the heck? Dab a little more here. Holding. Dab a little more here. There we go. It's just not sticking. I'll just dab a little more. This is weird. and it is not sticking. Huh, I have no idea. So I figured out what my problem is with my gluing technique. So I don't know if you noticed the color of the cap I was using when I was gluing it on. And I discovered something about Tamiya products. Tamiya extra thin cement, I believe, is pretty good stuff. Tamiya Mark Fit doesn't work so good in gluing parts together on account of its setting solution for decals. So I believe it was an applicator failure. And I don't mean the applicator in the bottle. I believe this applicator here. Holy cow. Yeah, so my advice to you out there is when you want to glue parts together, use plastic cement, not decal solution. Decal solution does not work. I have proven it. You saw it here. So if anybody out there says that I'm not giving good advice, you just refer to this. I never claim to be the sharpest tool in the shed. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get this glued on, and then I'll show you. I tell you what, people have asked me. I am going to let everybody know I'm coming clean. I truly, that was truly happening. I'm not that smart. I can't script something like that. That really was happening. I was getting ticked off. It was the first time that I was going to try this because Andy was always saying, you got to try this. You got to try this. I finally bought some, the Tamiya extra thin. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't get it to work. It didn't seem to work for me. And it was blowing my mind. And it was actually the decal setting solution Mark Fit. They got the same bottle. Come on. Okay. And then we relive it again when I'm doing the 48-hour build. And I'm like, I'm in a hurry and I'm talking. I was talking, I think, who witnessed it? It was Mike from was it Mike's Scale Model Outlaw?
I think so.
I think we were streaming together, and I was like, it was either, I'm sorry, guys, it was Mike or Jason. It was one of the other. Because I know I had something happen when I was on with those guys. Anyways, long story endless as I go on, like that always. I'm just kind of reaching over, and both those bottles, I don't feel colors. You know what I mean? And I go and I grab the green cap thinking I got the yellow cap, and I touched that decal and it went and nuked itself. And I was going, what's happening? What's going on? Oh, man. It's glue. It's repaired, by the way, just to let everybody know. We're back on track. The wonderful guys at Salvino's JR Models, they laughed. They made fun of me. Even I come on their show, they poke fun at me. I get all kinds of goofy memes sent to me. And, but you know what? I get a box in the mail, and it's got these parts that I happen to misplace while I was doing it in my frantic build, and a new decal sheet, like pieces of the decal sheet. And I was like, right on, I can move forward. But yeah, I was enjoying myself. Yes. Wow. I not only do squirrels when it comes to models, I'll do squirrels when it comes to discussion.
Really?
But yeah, I was fed up, man. I was ticked off. But I tell you, I thought, I was just going to cut that out and all that. I can't remember what my thinking was, but I kind of played along with it, I guess. And I go, you know what? I all of a sudden, the whole sequence, I go, I'm going to do jump cuts of getting more frustrated as I go. But that was 100% real. I really was doing that, and I was freaking perplexed. I was in absolute confusion. Couldn't understand it. It's, and I've actually, Andy still goofs about it to me once in a while. He said, you got to post that again. You got to put that up like on its own video. And I've done it a couple of times. I put it sometimes as a little, I've given that, it's popped up a couple of times. Maybe I'll do it again. That turns out you take something like that where you're dumbest, and it becomes like I don't know. It seems to be whenever I do dumb moves, it seems to be my most biggest glory.
It's certainly memorable. It stays with folk.
You remember. That car, though, that model car, it's in the staging lanes. I will get back to it. And I gotta say, a lot of the videos, especially the engine video, detailing an engine, is probably my most watched video. It's still going, it's still kicking, it's still up on top. I still get comments from it at least once a week, sometimes multiple times a week. There are people that are watching that. That's crazy, isn't it? And a lot of the other ones. And I don't know, man. It's just like, yeah, the thought's still there. It's still sitting there. Who knows?
Gotcha. I mean, it really doesn't surprise me all that much that people are still watching that video, or that it's still being recommended to folk, because the work that you were doing with that engine build, and not to like fanboy it up or kiss up or whatever, but you were doing some really, really solid detail work there. And
thank you.
I know back when I was watching it, I wasn't at that level. Like I could paint a decent enough paint job, could put stuff together, but when it came to all these extras and putting that like that really fine detail on stuff, it wasn't something that even registered for me. And seeing the Malibu coming together like that was like, wow, this photo referencing. That was when it really clicked. It was like, okay, like when I don't know what this is supposed to look like, when I don't have an idea of how it's supposed to go together, I have Google and I can find a picture.
Wow, dude, I just got goosebumps when you saying that. You are the first person to ever bring that part of the build up and what I was doing, which that's still, no one has ever done that. Now I hope somebody's going to do it now. No one ever done. My whole idea of this build was I wanted to take a model that I would do, as a channel build, but it wasn't going to be the main photo. It wasn't going to be every single. And I said that at the beginning. It was just when I'm working on it, I put the videos up. But the point of it that's why I called it an adventure in building a model car, is I wanted to show people what my process is from picking the kit that I'm going to do all the way to the end. And a part of that process for me, I really enjoy it, is like my computer is just over I've 25 years almost or something. We've had internet, and I've been collecting photographs for model car references for all that long. I got everything categorized. So it's like I tell everybody, especially race cars and stuff, but almost anything, if you need some reference pictures, I probably have them. So I've been just collecting and collecting and collecting. And that was something that I showed in that video. Made a file. I collected Gasser style Chevelles. I get, the type of, and that's when I was kind of like, what do I want to do? Do I want to do the beat up one? Do I want to do the, all that stuff? So I went through my whole process of that. I've never had anybody make a comment about that part of the whole series. And that is a really important part as far as I'm concerned. And one of my favorite parts. That's when I'm really excited about the build and can't wait to get on it. It's when I'm doing the research. And that's cool, man. So is that something that you do now because I made that video?
It was something that I hadn't consciously thought of. And then when I was watching that series, it was like, this makes sense. This should be
that's cool.
This should be part of the process. And so
that's really cool.
I implemented that a lot more as a result. It's one of those things where for me, I know that I'll see something, and because it's the internet and you can fall down these rabbit holes, I will wind up getting inspiration or ideas for about half a dozen other kits or other builds that like I could potentially do, like seeing something involving a build or a kit that I hadn't even like been thinking about prior, and just like, ooh, okay, let's do that. And yeah,
that's neat.
Part of the reason why that pile of shame that I managed to stack up.
I just watched that. I was relating really well.
So in fairness, the pile is actually decreased a little bit, and I
Oh, good
will.
for you.
Thank you. I will put up a video, give you guys an update before too long, but
Nice.
I haven't forgotten about it. I haven't left those alone. I've also stockpiled a whole bunch of kits, have a whole bunch of ideas, but those are all going to be shelved for the time being because USAC build. So
Yep. We got the USAC build. Everybody, that's priority. Got to do that. My
mhm.
goodness gracious, yes. You pulled out. I was looking at the one you were working on that catches my eye because it actually has to be one of my favorites, and I have one in my tower of shame. But I have it in another one that I haven't reached, and it's one that I kind of pop out all the time, and I really need to get back on it. 9 years. I started it 9 years ago. You've got that Tamiya 933 911 Porsche club car. One of my favorite kits.
It is.
And
It
you
is a
had
nice
bought,
kit.
and I saw something, and you just kind of said, "Yeah, we got this. We'll cover it later." Was you had this ultra detail kit for it?
Mhm.
I gotta have one now. I love that kit, and the other one is then you said, and then you had that resin body of that RWB resin. That
Mhm.
was a nice. Who did that? That looked like a really nice casting.
Yeah, that was I believe his name is Chris Hale from C1 Models.
Oh,
Um,
okay, all right,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, he used to feature those on his page, and I unfortunately, when I purchased it, I got the body, and there was some other part there, but he had a full kit that was available too. And by the time I got enough sense to realize that I wanted the full kit with all the photo etch and all the extras, he had long since sold out and wasn't in a position
Oh
to
man,
produce it anymore. So it's like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. That's
you snooze, you lose.
yeah. That kit is really that is a really outstanding kit. It falls together nice. It's
Mhm.
well engineered. I'm doing some weird stuff with it, and I got to get back on that thing because I'm actually I I'm not using my body because I went and I got the Tamiya. It's I think they did it as a 1988 a 1988 911 turbo 930 car in the
Oh,
wide body, and oddly enough, the 933 GT is wider than the 930s. Believe it
okay.
or not, I discovered that. So I had to widen my rear fenders on that 930 body,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
it looks so cool. And I really, really need to get back on it. And whenever I bust that thing out, and I busted it out, um, I had a model meeting here, and Josh and Chris from VCG Resins and Scale Speed Garage, and this one modeler that came into the club that is someone who I have a lot of respect for, Mike Schnur. He had just started coming to the club. I've known Mike since the early '80s or late '80s, and he brought a model in that was purposely brought it that night. I did a video. BG and I did a up close with BG part on our Model Car Mafia. It was a Ford Taurus that he had turned it into a two-door Ford Taurus,
Okay.
but he had to move the body around. It wasn't just like rescribing doors. He made it look like if there was actually one. It's convincing. And so I hadn't seen it in 30 something years, and he brought it to the meeting. And so what I'm saying is Mike is an amazing body man with models. He's creative. He's really good at it. He can make stuff look like it didn't happen. And he loved my 930 933 combination. And when I told him what I did, and I kind of flipped it over and kind of pointed out the areas he would know what to see, he goes, "I didn't even notice." It's like, whoa. He says, "You got to finish, to have people that you respect." That's a great, we've talked about that, about, going to shows is
Mhm.
great. Winning awards is fine and all that. But when you have peers in the hobby that you respect and you respect their builds, when they go, "That is neat. You really pulled that off." that's better than any award. And then I had Josh and Chris and BG, and everybody was looking at my Porsche, and they go, dude, you got to finish that. Yeah, I do, don't I?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Squirrels.
Yet again.
But you know what? We got the USAC build. I got to finish this one Porsche. We got the USAC build. Then who knows what happens at it. But that one's at the top, right next to the 66 Malibu.
Yeah,
Malibu's got to come back.
I mean, like, yeah, here and now, I will lean on you here in public to bring back the 66 Malibu. In fact, if you are an old school Luka C fan or member, and you remember the 66, or you just like that kit and you want to see it come back, like this video, put a comment down in the comment section. Let him know that it's time for the 66 to make a return.
I don't know if this is a way for us to get this friendship going here, bud. Oh, wait. Better look busy. Program director's here.
Director, fair enough.
2 hours later.
Oh, they're all... Well, then you're okay. All right.
How?
Well, thanks for letting me know. And now, you know what they say about knowing. Knowing is half the battle.
What?
G.I. Joe.
Indeed.
And you're gonna help? All right. Well, I gotta finish my show. Well, thanks for informing me. What? Okay, I'll show you how to use them. Oh, he discovered Tamiya spray paints. Wants to use them. That's what he's saying.
Wow.
That he's got.
Relentless.
Yeah, I got a little table here with a mat down, and of course, I fill it up because it's my coffee table. But that's where I let him do his model building. He's starting to take control of it and getting really ticked off at me that I put stuff on there. So get this off. This is my model table. This is my, and he's got the bigger Andy's Hobby headquarters cutting that on there. So that's the end of that for me.
Yeah.
He wants to build more. He's been knocking out like a lot of Bandais. Those are awesome for him. But
most definitely. And yeah, the fact that he's become exclusively territorial. Yeah, he's one of us now.
Yeah, and that's something. Now you see that too. Jeez,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in trouble. Okay, where we are right. Well, I tell you, I'm going to throw this out then, since you're throwing that out and putting this up on me.
Okay.
I'm going to try to salvage this relationship. I'm not going to be mad at you or nothing. Call you out. Everybody, what you have to do then, if you want me to finish that 66 Malibu, then what you got to do is you got to go over to Rattle Can Shenanigans on YouTube, and you got to sub, and every single one of his videos, you got to put in the comments, you got to build a 66 flip nose along with that Luka guy too.
You know what?
I threw that back at you, didn't I?
You did, but say less. Like, you challenge accepted. Yeah.
After the USAC build.
After the
USAC build.
Naturally. But yeah, I'm in.
But listen, since I'm so far along with mine, what we'll do is we'll let you get a head start, and I will get going on mine, and we'll start doing some videos, and then maybe we'll have to get together a few times and do some videos together on this build. Then you want to do that, we'll do that. You actually sparked a little interest. I need to finish that thing. It needs to happen. You got to do it.
Any way I can help, more than willing.
Let's make it happen. Absolutely.
Done and done.
All right. Okay, we can still be friends now. I was getting a little mad. I was about to shut record off, but we're okay now. You're lucky because knows how
we're going to survive, huh?
We're gonna make it.
All right. Good to know.
Oh man, friends. The heck, friend, always getting me in trouble.
Hey.
Well, there's this one thing. BG has a tendency he has this magical power, but he usually uses it on Mark Batts and Hobby Dude 007. he throws out the double dog dare. And Mark, he can't refuse a double dog dare. So that's how BG gets him going. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get some more people involved in this, huh? And everybody's welcome. Get those Malibu flip nose, man. 1966 Malibu flip nose.
You know, it's been re-released. It's readily available in most places. You no longer have to go on the secondary market and you know, sell a kidney to bankroll it. You know, get on in, jump on in.
Yeah, get on and build it. Yeah, we'll have to get that thing juiced up again. That's cool.
For sure.
Yeah, that is fun. That was a really cool, and I do have it all set up as a playlist, so you can watch it one after another, and it really is cool. So going through all the steps of what I do when I build a model car, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. You should do that too. That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Yeah, keep altering the deal.
Year.
Okay.
Yeah, next year we'll do that. Man. So you got anything going on with your channel right now, or any special projects happening?
Well, I've been away from the channel since the 48-hour build. You know, in part because I was licking my wounds after the paint job went all the way bad on me.
Yeah.
But I work in education, and since you know, August is like the start of the school year and everything, it's been pretty rambunctious for the past few weeks. But now, as we get school underway and things kind of like, you know, start to slow down a bit, I've got a few things coming. I've got a couple. Honestly, I've got a couple of videos in the can that I just haven't had an opportunity to like edit and splice together. One of the things that I've been meaning to do, I've been remiss. I surpassed 1,000 viewers or 1,000 subscriptions like a few months back, and I always wanted to do a 1K giveaway because I did one at 500. Was going to do a 1,000 member giveaway, and it kept getting pushed back for one reason or another. So I've been able to shoot the video for that, and I've got all the pieces in place. Now it's just a matter of finding time to edit it, get it up, and, you know, get it out to everybody.
Another reason, get up there. Well, you know, we get some people to sub to you. You're going to be go way past 1,000.
We'll see. But
where are you at right now? You're already past 1,000. So
yeah, I think it's like 1.2 at this point. It fluctuates, but yeah, it was one of those things where when I first saw that I had hit 1,000, I was like, yeah, I gotta do a giveaway, and I've got like all these ideas and whatnot. It kept getting pushed back for one reason or another, and you know, at one point it was me fixing my 3D printer in order to be able to do like get the stuff that I wanted to get taken care of. You know, real life happens and kind of gets in the way, but I've had a chance to shoot it. I've had a chance to like get the stuff that I wanted to get together, and so yeah, I'm going to probably, now that we're talking about it, after we finish up here, I'll jump in and start editing, seeing what I can do.
Yeah, no time like the present, man. That's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, Ted, this has been a great talk. We're gonna have to do more stuff because I love talking model car crap and other things with you. It's been a lot of fun.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah, definitely. And you called me out. We got that established. Anything else you want to cover?
I feel like that pretty much covers it. But I would, like I said, I would like to see the year 2025 be the year of the Malibu. Just want to cement that here and now.
You know what, man? That sounds like a 70s pop song. Something. Oh, that was the year of the cat. Never mind. Wow, that shows.
Wow.
All right, the year of the Malibu. Ajax has etched it in stone. 2025, the year of the Malibu.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. I think we got something. Holy cow! Which kind of thought that's what Kim was going to pick for the USAC build. A lot of people thought that's what it was.
Yeah, there were people commenting
that
they
rumblings. And I was like, because then I would have had to start another one. because I wouldn't have been able to jump on mine. So this is better. The year of the
There we
Malibu. This could be something big. This could be, wow. Hold the presses, and it's gonna, wow. This could be in all the magazines and on network television, everything. This could be huge.
It's going worldwide, baby.
Going worldwide. Oh wow. Wow. It's all your fault. We're gonna put your stamp on there. It's that Shenanigans. You know, and I know when I first heard about you, I don't know why I thought you're Irish, but maybe you are. But I do like the name. It stuck with me. I mean, when I'll just never forget. BG was talking, and my good friend Ted or Ajax over at Rattle Can Shenanigans, and I went. And so when I was editing that one time, and I go, that's when I first found your channel and started watching you, because I had to snag your logo. I've had that for a while.
Okay.
Just to put it, whenever we talk about something, I got to pop something up and give them a plug. Yeah, everybody, definitely go check them out. You great builds, really creative, got great information, good talking on the. You talk well on there. You communicate well with everybody, and we got to get you to turn the camera on. Talk to everybody, man, because you're really good at this, man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. And I mean, now that folks have suffered through, like, seeing my mug instead of my builds, it's like, yeah, we'll spin it around every once in a while. Let you go face to face while we enjoy these Rattle Can Shenanigans.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I get that. Next time you talk to BG, say, so Matt over there, he was like kind of like saying I should put the camera on my. Yeah, he does that. I know. Now you got more work to do in your videos. Yeah, but he's doing it too. Because I got on him. I go, dude, you're really good at that. You need to put the camera. Chuck too. Talk to the audience, man. People like that. Jason was already doing it. Jason was getting popular because his videos and
oh gosh.
And same with great inspiration is Jason and that guy that you live in. What that strange fellow. Billy Strange, yeah, that's great.
He
the
is
radio guy.
he is strange, but he's got a lot going for him, I will tell you.
Oh my goodness, yeah, heck, that dude, yeah, he's got a trying to think of what you compare him to. He's for model car YouTube. He's like the that voice that I think he told me once Edward R. Murrow, but
No, yeah.
Oh man,
great voice,
cool.
Great presentation. Like it, and what's been really fun is like after having met him, because he had been watching my channel before he went to one of the meetings that I attend, IPMS meetings, and like because he's just starting out building and everything, as he kind of starts on this journey, it's really fun to see him hit milestones that I remember hitting myself as I first got started. So
definitely.
Yeah, just to be along for the ride and kind of see that like develop over time has been really, really cool. And he's a great builder. So really good at it. It's a great builder, great personality, great guy.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do. And he's just, he gets on to the live streams with us and we BS. I've gotten to know him pretty good. We've had some pretty cool conversations and yeah, he's like really kicking it hard. He's already built some really cool models and stuff, but he's been involved in the hobby. He like talks about how he just got into it last April, but man, his dad, you see his dad's recent builds, but his dad's been a regular up in that area for 30-40 years or so or longer.
Oh yeah, his dad's work is incredible. Some mind-blowing stuff. I saw some of the pictures of the truck that he
that
just
truck.
Amazing work.
Yeah, he did that whole chop and everything, and he and that red that he shot, it looks so cool. Cool, and that's cool that you guys are in the same area. So you got up in the Sacramento area, you got some a lot of activity with the model cars happening up there.
It's started to pick up. I know that along with our IPMS group, there are a couple of other groups that are like they're model clubs and whatnot, and we actually have an exclusive model car club that meets monthly. And
I heard about that.
Billy may have mentioned that, but yeah, I haven't had a chance to get out there recently, but like being able to sit and talk shop with those guys again, that whole sense of community, and because of the age ranges that you've got in that particular group, you've got guys who are relatively new to the hobby, who are just getting in, just getting their feet wet, like Billy, and then you've got other guys who've been building since they were very, very young, and here they are, like, having like reached retirement age and the like, and there's just a wealth of knowledge that they're more than willing to pass along.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's like the key thing. I mean, I look back at the best thing that ever happened to me with my model building was when I first joined that club, and the guys that I got to be friends with, and the old guard that was just building these amazing models that I was, oh, how did you do that? And then I'd take my model and go, okay, here's mine. Give it to me. And you know what? I learned because I listened to them. They told me what I did nice, and they told me what I did wrong. And I wanted to be better. I wanted to be like them. When I joined my model car club here in Phoenix, and this is like the late 80s, there were some members that were guys that could win awards in Salt Lake City when that was the big thing. If you won an award in Salt Lake City, you were a model car builder. These guys were there, and I see these models I saw in the magazine at my meeting, and it was intimidating. But to have those guys, and I put my model on the table, and they go, "That's pretty cool." Oh, thanks. Yeah. Would you like to? You want to know anything? Absolutely. Okay. Well, this is where you suck. They were a little nicer than that, but I'll never forget. That's where I learned the basics of model building. Every seam line, get rid of all the ejector pin marks. It's all that stuff that's important. Every model that I built, and it's not about the competition. It's not about winning an award and all that stuff. In my mind, I look at these guys and I want to have a creation on the table or on my shelf back here. I want to look at it and feel good about it, that I built to that level. That's what I want to do. It's what I enjoy. And I want to make all that, that means something.
Oh, for sure.
So
for sure.
Getting a chance to have people like that at that caliber of builders to give you that kind of critique, and then you take it to heart.
For me, my mantra has always been like, just build the next one a little bit better. Doesn't have to be perfect. Don't necessarily have to like knock it out of the park, but always find an aspect to improve on.
The next model, you definitely, you want to be better. And one thing that can make you better, it's a guarantee to make you better at every model that you do, is to have this freaking guy here.
Well, hello.
Hey, you got one of those.
A wild beast has appeared.
Did you get that from his merch department?
Yeah, he's just announcing that I'm a proud Shenan-goon.
Oh, he's a Shenan-goon.
Fantastic. That's what we like to see.
Yeah,
right
that's
on.
Awesome. Hey,
I just had to stop. I had to pop in here and say hi to my good buddy. Haven't seen you since February.
Wow,
this is true.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Nice.
Great to see you. Great to see a fellow Shenan-goon.
I thought you would like that. I before we started, I texted him. I go, hey, you ought to just like drop in, dude.
Yeah, I might still have some pizza on my chin.
That's okay. That's all right, man.
I gotta go. I'm in the backyard. So
I'm on the roof.
I'm on the roof. All right, so what are we talking about then? Hey,
We're talking about model cars. Isn't that weird?
Oh, whatever.
It's kind of what we do.
Jabbing, you know,
kind of our thing.
Yeah, well,
it is.
I got to see Ted's stuff up close and personal, and it wasn't even done. It was that USAC truck, and that thing was
really?
Chef's kiss.
Oh, that's yeah. You got to see it. You got to see it at last year's NL West, huh?
Yeah, we actually Ted put on a little tiny model car show for me in the lobby of the hotel. We were having Coke Zeros, I think it was, and he starts like, "Check this out!" Pulls out the truck, and I'm like, "Holy smoke!" We're geeking out over that and stuff. And people are walking by to go to the bar. They're like walking real slow. I'm like, that's right. This is my friends.
Yeah. Grown men, little cars. Deal with it.
Yep. Oh, the ladies weren't working, but the guys are like, "Oh, what's that?"
They know.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah.
And I still feel a little bad because we were hanging out, having a good time, talking shop, and then Ted's like, "Well, I'm gonna go upstairs and eat my dinner I just bought like 2.5 hours ago." Oh, sorry.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what
happens
when it happens when you get us ADHD guys together, you know.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
And the one thing that we don't have, you know, is you talk about the ladies. Yeah, we don't really have too many like groupies. I mean, Billy Strange might, but he's a rock star. But you know,
yeah, you know, that's par for the course. The the groupies, the entourage.
Yeah, we got that going with the model cars.
So yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I got recognized at Andy's the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, wow, that's awesome." Like, "Hey, you're BG, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's awesome. Cool." Yeah. And then Andy turns to the guy at the counter and goes, "Don't take any checks from him." No, seriously though. So somebody did recognize me and it was like really cool. I was like,
isn't that cool? Yeah, that's
yeah.
Nice.
That's neat. Well,
But
you know,
as far as
one thing that Ted and I were talking, this is where I'm really glad you're here now, is I kind of was harping on him about something that I kind of harp on a lot of you guys. What was something that I used to harp on you to start doing in your videos?
Put your face in the videos.
Put your face in the videos, man.
Yep. Put your face in the videos and advertise more and stop coming the hell over all the time because I don't.
Wait.
Oh,
all right.
Sorry. I thought we were going the whole list.
No, not the whole list. Yeah, you know, it's like him being on, he has been great tonight, BG. He's really good at this. Looking at the camera, talking, having discussions, telling stories. I noticed that watching his videos. Good storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Got a good voice for it. And it's like, yeah, gotta talk to the audience. Let the top audience meet you.
Yeah.
You've been doing a lot. I love your videos. You've been doing it a lot lately, and it's a good way to just start off the video.
It's not about me, dude.
You know, when you walk into a room there, sunshine.
Yeah. Whatever. Somebody jumps out the window. Yeah.
It
was at the when God opens the door, PG closes the window. Whatever. I don't remember. No, dude. You need to. So, does this mean this is your face reveal, as the kids say?
Oh, I mean, this could be considered like a face reveal. I'm pretty sure I've got one video where I think it was like a community thing with like 3 questions with a modeler. And I think that one has my mug up there. I don't know how far back in the archives you'd have to go to find it, but yeah, for those of us or those of you just joining us, face reveal.
Oh, it's a scoop.
I mean, he has a good excuse. He has a good excuse, BG, because he has his model room in his garage,
right?
And it's 253 million degrees in there, so he sweats a little.
Yeah, I can sympathize with that.
We know that.
We know that. That's the living room right now.
What did the other AC cut out on you. You need another
Yeah.
9300.
It's a whole other. Listen, laundry day. It gets warm in there. Everything's permanently pressed. It's all right. It's good.
All
Moving
right.
on.
In Arizona.
But yeah, welcome to Arizona. Get the heck out. No, that's awesome that we get to see the face for the first time.
Yeah.
And you're TV pretty. You're all right.
Yeah.
The rest of us, the other 2/3 aren't.
It's probably about, I just finished a video tonight, as far as recording it, that I hadn't done in a while. I did put did this beginning of the video with it pointing at my face. And I don't know if that's a good idea for me these days, because I'm not getting prettier, and I didn't start out pretty.
Since I'm on the payroll, I'll just stay quiet.
It's all about substance.
So
lean into the substance.
Yeah, there's definitely a substance there. We're still waiting for the results to come back on what that substance is.
Not those substances.
Oh man,
I gotta share this story about the first time I met Ted. Right?
Oh, please do.
Okay, so this actually will lead into the whole doing face reveals on your videos. So we're at NNL East for the very first time, and we're hanging out with some acquaintances that we've made, and shuffling around saying hi. And I'm starting to notice that there's this guy that's like really eyeing my stuff on the table, and I'm like, who's this guy? So I'm talking to a couple of YouTube people, whatever. So I go over, I'm like, hey, how's it going? And then Rattlecan stands up. He's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, from the voice, I'm like, oh, it's Rattlecan. Oh my God. Hey, cool. And he's like, you're Ajax, right? Because that was like the other name you were going by then. And you're like, yeah, indeed I am, sir, type of thing. And the way only you can do it. And I'm like, wow, it's so great to meet you. And you're like, yeah, I was just checking out your stuff. I was like, cool, thanks. And you're like, yeah. I'm like, oh crap. But I walked over like
the conversationalist, huh?
Yeah. Like I walk over like, who's this guy? Why is he looking at my stuff like that? That is wrong. I was like, hey, I'm Ajax. Oh, you look at my stuff all day long. And you're like, let me show you what I brought.
Cool to see it all in person.
Yeah. Well, I was like, if I had known it was you, I would have walked up like, hi, rather than hey. Step away.
Yeah, you're breathing on it.
Do you want to get cut? Do you want to get cut? Step back.
Yeah. And then I was telling him, it was on probably like our first episode of the Model Car Guys. Bing. That you mentioned him.
Yes.
So because you mentioned him, because you referred to my good friend Ajax over at Rattle Can Shenanigans. Okay, well that his name immediately it stuck. Okay, because we were discussing how he came up with his name and everything.
Part of that substance.
I go, yeah, that name does stick. And so because we're doing our video, I had to find the logo over there. And I had to, add it into our video. So I was on his channel to get it. Yeah, that one right there. Because I swiped it. Right? So I thought I'd watch. And that's how I first was introduced, is because you said that to me. So
you're welcome. You're both welcome.
Yeah. And it took me 3 years to bring him onto the show. Because I think you would say to me, you should have Ted. Yeah, I should have Ted on.
Yeah.
When are you going to have Ted on? I have Ted on.
I remember those conversations. Ted has probably one of the best lead-in musics for his. Still a fan. I mean, when that thing drops, I'm like,
yeah.
But
do it. That's right. That's right.
I had to ask him last time we were hanging. I'm like, where did you get? So he told me the whole story, and he sent me the link to the thing. I have it in my playlist on.
Are you kidding
on the
me?
computer, and I'll crank that thing up and just listen to the whole thing. I'm like, man, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I'm not gonna use it. I just love that music.
No, it is good, man. His logo comes up, got some effects going. It's like that, and gets the show rolling. It definitely sets the pace.
Did you guys get a chance to discuss the channel name yet? Did you already talk about that?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go back. I'll go back and watch that clip later.
Yeah, why don't you just watch it?
I'll just watch it. I'll just be quiet and watch it from now on.
I wish you would. Kinda. No, yeah, that's very interesting. All that stuff. So, no, he went through his whole story.
Right on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah, this is really cool. I'm glad you came on, BG. You know, because you're the one who made me aware of Ted or Ajax from Rattle Can Shenanigans. Everyone, link in the description below. Go over to his channel. Go ahead and sub. Give a like. Sub. What else can you do over there? You ring a bell, some kind of stuff like that. Anyways,
Ring a
man,
bell,
you don't know
get
what you're missing out.
Ring a bell,
Really
get a
great
treat,
modeler.
give him a sub.
Yeah.
Which hotel
And-
are you recording in right now, Ajax?
Oh,
I'm recording in the only place that is consistently quiet, which is the master bedroom, which is upstairs and warmer than average. So at least this way I know that I won't be disturbed. Unless it's an emergency.
It's, you know what? I gotta be honest. Okay, and BG, man,
what?
You know what I'm thinking? Earlier during the start of our little conversation here, I was thinking the same thing. Looks like he's in a hotel room.
Well, you know me.
But
Don't
there was
leave
a
a question
cat on
unasked.
there was a cat on the bed earlier, so I knew it was.
Mhm.
Wait, I didn't know you have a cat.
I have a cat. She is old, but yeah, she's a cat. We love her.
Okay, dude, I totally thought you were allergic.
I am,
Okay.
but I'm not allergic to her. That's the beauty of it. And usually cats, especially ones that shed a lot, know just by instinctively that I'm horribly allergic. And so, I'll go to somebody's house, like, sit on their couch and, start to get the sniffles. Moments later, the cat shows up and it's like,
Yeah.
look
The next
at
thing
the
you know-
fat one.
The next thing you know, the cat's around your
Watch
face like
this.
a muffler. Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, man. Well, the whole shedding thing and be allergic to it's like that's kind of how I'm with Linda. I'm not
You're
allergic to her
allergic to
though.
Linda?
No, not really, but I do take shots, so
Okay.
she sheds
right.
a lot.
Oh man, good thing she doesn't watch this, does she?
Oh,
She doesn't watch
no.
that Luka
Oh,
C
no.
channel, does she? Didn't.
Oh no.
All right.
Or the model car guys. She does listen to the podcast. I get feedback on that all the time.
Oh, good. Well, that's the one good thing that I do. And this particular show right here. Because we got Ajax from Rattle Can Shenanigans on. So
You having fun yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
It's been great. It's been great.
Up until 15 minutes ago when you showed up, yeah, you're doing great.
Hey man, it's all about how it rolls.
Indeed.
I don't know what that means. It just came out of my mouth.
So, Ajax, did you get a chance to talk about your cursed marrow?
Oh wow.
Well, what is this?
I didn't. But since you're here and since you've picked at that wound, we'll go into it.
Well, remember, Ted, that's not the only wound that got picked here tonight. All right.
Fair point.
Take it away. Take it away. We will get to that.
Fair point.
Oh boy.
Yeah, right now the curse marrow is well on its way to being completed. I'm basically at the point right now where I have to muster up the gumption to actually spray some 2K clear. And I figured since I was working on the Porsche group build and trying to clear my pile of shame, that I would wait until I had a few kits ready to go and just spray them all in one go. But
good plan.
To give a little bit of backstory, a while back I built an orange Camaro. If you go and you look at my my channel, you'll see that there's a finished Camaro there. It was one of two that I was building. It was a Pro Touring build that was relatively stock. And then the other build I was doing was with a black box 3D printed wide body kit. And yeah, Yeah, and I'd been working on it, and I had painted it, and like the paint was absolutely ridiculous. I don't remember if I sent you a picture or not, Brian, but like I painted it, I took it out in the sun, and
I remember
looking at
that.
it, like just mesmerized, like wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so like I was getting ready to to clear it, to get it all taken care of, and oops, yeah, my butterfingers went and dropped it. I had to redo it, did it again, got a second paint job done, like, and ran into issues with crazing with the pearl coat that I had on the paint. And the latest incident was there was a little bit of running in the clear in a particularly troublesome area to effectively sand. And because I'm chronically lazy, rather than using a block, I used my Dremel, and basically like 5,000 RPM is too fast for you to like, polish 2K clear. Don't do that. If you're watching this right now and you're thinking like, oh, hey, I could like clean up my paint with this Dremel, make short work of it. No, it doesn't work. So yeah, that's why I was carrying on, complaining about it to Brian. Like, this Camaro is fighting me tooth and nail, and then some. And he's like, yeah, it's kind of cursed, the curse Camaro. And so there it is.
That sounds like a BG-ism. Now I get it. He's the one who comes. Brian has these BG-isms all the time.
Most of them are not arable.
and a lot of them are directed towards me. But with that being said, so check this out, BG. Now Ted came at me with something.
Oh.
Okay.
Gloves are off. Let's go.
Do you remember I started a build long even before we met that I kind of got some flack about, and then I kind of got mad at the audience over?
You want me to narrow this down to one?
Yes.
Okay. I'm digging through my Rolodex right now. I'm not picking up anything. I'm not picking up the one.
The 66 Malibu flip nose.
Oh my God. Yes. That was the channel that made me unsubscribe. That was what made me unsubscribe from you.
Oh, awesome. Good.
I resubscribed later.
Well, thank you, first of
You're
all.
welcome.
And you know what, Ted? He's never told me that. I just learned this just now. He's never said
I
that.
feel like I'm in a safe place since Ajax is here.
Oh yeah, where you get your next
will
check.
be.
Yeah.
Felix was in here earlier. Ajax got to meet him. So
was he giving him the boppity boppity on the noggin? Yeah.
He
But
runs a tight ship.
Yes, he does.
Oh yes, he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
But one
can't
thing
go there
where,
with that joke. Okay.
where
never
you
mind.
one
Ain't
thing
no love boat there.
One thing you came up in the conversation about, well, you're going to have to listen, but
Okay.
Ted has challenged me,
Ooh.
thus throwing it back at him and challenging him. And then he created this thing that, what is it, Ted? 2025 is
the year of the Malibu.
Oh, interesting.
You see where he's
Bringing
going?
it back.
He's bringing it
Yeah.
back. Well, I said that works almost as good as what BG said. I did say BJ, not BG. Did I say BG or BJ? I'm going to cut that out.
Does it
I
matter?
hate that when I have my little strokes.
It's only 2 letters, and it's on
I
the
forget
freaking
things.
screen.
I tell you,
Yeah.
I don't have your hat. Oh, anyways. So how will I splice that in? Probably not. Screw it. Anyways, so
Right there.
it's been that day. I didn't sleep last night. So anyway, so if you recall, BG, something that you do towards our buddy Mark Batson, aka Hobby Dude 007. What is it that you always give him?
I give him the double dog dare.
What? No, 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 no.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? There it is. Double dog.
There it is.
Boy, that was tough to get out, wasn't it? I tried to be
That was-
authentic, and I blew that straight to hell because
That's
I
a good thing
don't
it's just a
study
rehearsal.
the script the night before. That's why.
You
Never.
don't study the script. Like I get message after message telling me to like make sure that you study the script, make sure that you know the outlines. I don't want you looking down at your notes. I need you to have this stuff right there. And yeah, open confession, I suppose.
Yep. And didn't I call you model car can something or something?
What? That's awesome.
I told you I just don't practice.
Oh, that's a great channel name to all of our listeners out there. There's an open name for a channel. Model Car Can Do.
Do you see this guy? You see what he does? BG-isms. Bam, 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 bam. All the time. It doesn't ever end.
Fast forward a year from now, and Model Can Do is going to like credit you with the creation and genesis of his channel. So
there's somebody out there that just went.
Well, past Brian congratulates future Model Can Do. So Model Car Can Do.
But Model Can Do, whoever you are out there, your first video, you have to praise the three of us.
Yeah.
Payment.
Indeed.
Right. Payment.
Indeed.
So the year 2025 being the year of the Malibu, does that mean is both of you guys are building a Malibu, or am I is this an open thing to the community? Because if it is so, I'm just going to shut my channel down now and go home. Because I'm still working on that GT. Oh my!
Oh God! Yeah.
Oh,
so
I
here's
have
the thing: it started as a just a single challenge, which then was immediately boomerang back at me, and it's kind of sort of like this, like unwitting buddy build. It kind of did that whole, 80s buddy cop thing, where, two opposing forces, but they need to work together in order to like save the day. And so,
kind of like Turner and Hooch.
And
now Turner and Hooch.
May be looking at, we'll
this guy is famous for inventing the group build and then letting everybody know that he's invented a group build and that we are all included in the group build. Oh, by the way. And
oh my God. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to the buddy cop Malibu thingy.
But okay, so that's that's now the 2025 year of the Malibu buddy cop flip nose 66 thingy.
We'll see how it goes.
Where the hell
the potpourri of idealisms all put together and mastered through the wonderful world of styrene.
Wow, that was incredible. Did you write that down, BG, so we can have that? And
the wonderful world of styrene is actually a show I'm working on.
Bring that back.
The wonderful world of styrene is a show I'm working on. Sort of Marlon Perkins, it's going to be like styrene in the wild, jumping out of a helicopter and like snatching shit off the ground. And I can't say that word, can I? Sorry, snatching shit off the. I said it again. There we go. It's been that kind of. I still got pizza sauce in my eye. It hurts. But anyway, we'll just lay that one to bed.
Yeah, that's best you do. Okay.
No, I'm looking forward to that. I want to see you guys do that.
Well, so
Stay tuned.
if it in charges, I don't know what that means, but it's a word I just said. If it charges anybody to want to get involved with that, I happen to say that what you have to do is I challenge everybody to go over to Rattle Can Shenanigans on YouTube's, like and subscribe, and put a comment in every single video that he makes saying, it's the year of the Malibu 2025. Don't you forget it, because Luka ain't going to let you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm putting myself
Okay.
on the line.
What have I wrought?
I don't know what the hell I just. Oh, what did I just start?
It would be great if we knew an IT guy that could write a logarithm that could do that automatically for us and just go in and comment on videos. Huh?
Hey, that's an idea.
I challenge you, sir. I challenge. Glove slap.
I snap. Whack, whack.
Glove slap.
I challenge
baby.
you, sir.
Like,
Wow.
I love it.
Oh, geez. Well, I
wow.
tell you what, this has been a lot. Thank you coming on, BG. This made it even funner, but I was already having a blast with this fella here. Ted, why don't we give you the forefront for a moment, and I'm going to let you spread the word of the Rattlecan. What is it? I'm sorry. What's that on your Shenan-goons world of
Shenan-goons?
Shenan-goons.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, yeah, just spread the world of Rattle Can Shenanigans. Here we go. 1,
right.
2, 3, 4. I'm trying to do things nice and smooth. I'm not that good of an engineer.
We can.
There we
we can
go.
Fix it all. We can fix it all in post.
Yeah, that's what I always say. Famous
The
last words.
miracle of editing will make magic happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, with this opportunity here, Rattle Can Shenanigans. It's my channel. It's the way that I've built and the way that I'll continue to build. Just goofing off, having a good time, trying to enjoy myself, trying to get a little bit better with every single build that I do. If you're into that sort of thing, then like by all means jump on board. Love to have you. Love to get that feedback. It's always good times. And like I've said before, I will return. I will update my channel. It just needs to stop being so hot in my garage.
All right. Fair enough. Man. Well, thanks again, Ted, for coming on. Thanks again, BG. Again, thanking you coming on. It's always fun. We always have
Yeah, it's good to see you.
we always have a laugh and a gas every once in a while. Should I put BG's channel link down in the description? What the heck? Yeah, let's do that. Go to his channel, check his stuff out that he does. I mean, you might like it.
I mean, there's even a group build in his honor.
There is a
currently.
group build in his honor. Yes.
A group build that I that I refuse to take part in because I can't get a Datsun 510 model kit anywhere.
Oh, is that the dilemma we got rolling here?
I have them all.
Oh,
Got 2 of them. I got them all.
2 of them. I'm still
yeah.
pondering of what I
You know
might-
what, sir?
might
You
do
know
for
what?
his.
You watch your mailbox.
Oh no!
You watch your
Oh,
mailbox.
no.
Because I've already done this to you once already. I'm doing it again.
Oh,
my goodness.
oh yeah, that's how he rolls. You know that. All right, and to put this thing in the can, Ted, Ajax, Mr. Rattle Can Shenanigans, and all that stuff. I put my guest to the back against the wall. Close this baby out. I'm gonna put you in the front again, and you gotta give out the old call out to end this show. Can you do it? Can you?
I don't know, but I will give it my best shot. So here we go. Keep gluing those fingers together and keep huffing that styrene.
Close enough.
Oh, I guess that'll work. BG, and you know what you say.
Here's the producers.